weather causes uncertainty for the future of a Revolutionary War monument. The figure called Liberty at the top of Yorktown's Victory Monument keeps getting struck by lightning. It's badly damaged enough that it either has to be repaired or replaced. 13 News Now reporter Evan Watneson checked out the damage.
There's always something to restore on a 130-year-old monument. But the reason for renovation?
And this monument has been struck by lightning several times, a couple times doing a lot of damage.
Yes, lightning. And the Yorktown Victory Monument has been fighting that battle for years. On top of the monument, Lady Liberty is missing her left hand from one of her latest bouts with lightning. And in 1956, she was so damaged, she had to be replaced. When you're 98 feet tall, it's bound to happen.
So this monument is so important to this nation and to the community. And lightning or nothing, we're going to prevent that from ever doing anything that will destroy it.
Last week, a survey revealed Lady Liberty may need to be repaired or replaced again. And crews are working on the base of the monument now. Tourists are asking questions, so lightning does strike twice.
It is a little strange. It's almost like it's like fate, that it has to keep happening for some weird, strange reason.
But Lady Liberty is still standing. Yorktown's glory isn't quitting her fight just yet, and someone has to teach the next generation.
For our children, their children, more next generations to know and understand how this wonderful country was built.
This is what won it, you know. We wouldn't be the country we were without what happened here.
The Colonial National Historical Park staff is still deciding what to do about the monument's lightning damage. There are more survey results and options to look over. In Yorktown, Evan Watson for 13 News Now.